Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida, opening day baseball on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the Miami Marlins. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. So the Colorado Rockies looking like a team that could make some noise. It's a strong roster to start the year. Where do you think they stack up among the league's best?
Oh, Boog, they're definitely contenders, no doubt about that. Plenty of talent on this roster. Maybe not a juggernaut, but a good team. And I think they might need to patch some holes at some point, though.
Yeah, time will tell, of course, but I agree with you. They look like they're set up to play meaningful baseball all the way to game 162, maybe beyond. First pitch coming your way next. And getting the start for Miami, Dontrelle Willis. What do you have on him, Chris?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Coming up on the first pitch, Troy Tulowitzki digging in for the Rockies. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Got him swinging. One gone here. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. As per usual, one of the best players in the sport, Chris Bryant.
And Boo, you and I were talking about him before the game. He's got good speed, and if you watch him in this game, he's that type of guy that's very smart. He doesn't have this just eye-popping speed, but he knows how to use it, and he's very intelligent on the base pass to get to the next base, to get around the bases, and ultimately score runs.
Here comes the 0-1. And delivers outside. This one in the air, center field. Granderson settles underneath it, and there are 2 outs.
Batting third, the catcher, Hunter Goodman.
Now at the plate, Hunter Goodman. That one fouled off. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. Line drive, that's a base hit out into left center field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Next to hit, Ezequiel Tovar. Two on, 2 outs. And that's fouled off. Almost got him. Oh, look at the stop. And that's a nice play to end the inning. 2 left for Colorado. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And towing the slab for Colorado in this one, Ubaldo Jimenez. How about a report on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Sheffield jumps out of the way of the first pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And now it's even 1-1. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Bryant has a beat on it. And there's one away. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Jeff Conine.
Boom, this is one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. I mean, he's such a consistent hitter. You got to love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see that in this one.
Kyle Stowers digs in now. Jimenez, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. LeMahieu takes it to the bag, and 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. 2 outs, base is empty. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Check swing, but he went too far. And it's 0-1.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that,
scoreless after 1. New inning getting started. So in now for Colorado, Chris Bryant. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? 1 up, 1 down.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
No score here in the second. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. 2 away now.
Batting it, the center
digging in, Brenton Doyle. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. And there's a foul ball. Willis making his first start of the year. And he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2000. Off the mark there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball for a strike. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Mike Napoli.
Inside, ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Jeff Conine will hit next. And that one fouled off. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
And up next for Miami, Xavier Edwards. This to center field. That one gets down for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Curtis Granderson now at the plate. Quick toss to first, and he dives back in safely. Swings through that one for strike one. Runner takes off, pitches low. Throw to second, and he's safe.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
The Marlins looking to strike first here on opening day. Tap foul at the plate. 1-2 now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Way inside. Gets away. The throw to third. In there safely.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base. Now just 90 feet away.
Got him. Inning over.
Well, needed a big strikeout to get out of danger. Turned to the deception of that changeup. Great execution. Really sold it with the arm speed. Had his opponent way out on that front foot.
Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection. Trevor Story leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, these Rockies definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about, but that hasn't been the case today.
Ripped on a line to center. Granderson on the move. And there's one down.
I'm sure it's at least something they've chatted about in the dugout. Coming into this one, that was probably the game plan. Attack early in the count, but doesn't seem to be working out the way they wanted to. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. And he pulls in with a double for his first hit of the year.
Everything came together for him. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Larry Walker. Fly to center his first time. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit into the outfield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Here's a ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting a guy from second to score.
Now the Rockies catcher, Hunter Goodman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Runner on the move. Pitch is low. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board. Get 2 runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
The Rockies with a chance to score first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. On the ground. Fair ball. 1 runs in. A second scores as well. It's a 2-run double, and they have the lead.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. One out, runner at second. Here's DJ LeMahieu, a single his first time. In the air, right field. Sheffield settles underneath it. 2 down.
Up next for Colorado, the designated hitter.
Next is the designated hitter, Ezekiel Tovar. He's 0 for 1.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. No one can get there. It falls in. Relay throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. 3-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
So 2 down. Now the left fielder, Chris Bryant. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. And now it's 1-2. In the air, left field. And that is foul. The 1-2. Breaking ball, and it kicks away off his mitt. No advance, though. What a stop. Throw to second. And very nicely done for the out. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Rockies 3 and the Marlins nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Out towards right center field. Doyle on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
The shortstop,
Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. And first offering is fouled off.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where if you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Walker on the move to the alley. Grabs it on the run. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the
Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Gary
number 10,
Sheffield. Fly to left his first time.
Sheffield.
Ground ball up the middle. Nice grab. Fires to first. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order. They trail this one 3-0. Welcome back. Busy time around the league, taking a look at some notable free agent signings. Line to left. And foul ball.
Nope. That's inside.
This one popped up. Norby moving under this one. 1 down.
Up next for Colorado, the center fielder, number 9.
Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Doyle thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges.
Hey.
That's ripped. Base hit. And a man aboard.
The batter, number 10, second base.
Here's Trevor Story now.
Story.
Step off throw to first. Doyle dives and can't get back in time. He's picked off.
I think the base runner was trying to catch him off guard, perhaps looking to steal right away, and wasn't ready to get back to first. Nice pickoff move by the pitcher.
Ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here on opening day. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
That one ripped, but foul. Two down, nobody on. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That K is his 3rd of the game. Nothing doing for the Rockies, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Bottom of the 4th, and at the plate for Miami, Kyle Stowers. To the right side, Story throws to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Fly to right his first time.
Stanton.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Doyle moving under it. 2 away. Here's a big power threat. Mike Napoli. He's 0 for 1. And a swing and a miss.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
The Rockies leading by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that ends the inning. Doing for the Marlins, still down 3-0. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. This one in the air right field, and no one can get there. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Larry Walker, the next to hit, 1 for 2. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. Foul ball there. And he grounds one back up the middle. Oh, great stop. And they get the out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Dontrell Willis gives way. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. Jansen Junk on the pitch out of the pen here.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Now here is Hunter Goodman.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
Up and in, ball 1. One away with a runner at third.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. But it's just foul. Two and one now. On the ground to the left. Dives and he can't hang on. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single. It's 4-zip.
Colorado, the first baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
One out man at first. DJ LeMahieu digging in for the Rockies. That's ripped into the outfield. Brings it in. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Colorado, the designated hitter, Ezekiel Tovar.
Here's Colorado's DH, Ezekiel Tovar. That's to third, Norby. Over to first, and that in it. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rockies 4 and the Marlins nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Marlins, Jeff Conine. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
You know, these Marlins, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Arenado sends it across to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Xavier.
Stepping in, Xavier Edwards picked up a base hit to center his first time up. There's a swing and a miss.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And that's outside, and it's 1-1. Tap to first, and it goes just foul. Line drive to short and caught.
Up next for the Marlins, the center fielder, number 14, Curtis.
2 down, bases empty. Curtis Granderson, the next up for the Marlins. Hard hit to third. Tosses to first. Marlins set down in order. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game.
Give it a minute, but we can't keep the time.
Chris Bryant digging in for the Rockies.
The left fielder, Chris Bryant.
Swing and a ground ball. Can't glove it cleanly. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it.
Well, that grounder up the middle made it a little more challenging than a routine ball right at him. But it's definitely a play you expect to make as a middle infielder. And I'm sure he wants that one back. But for now, you just got to get ready for the next one and make a play.
Man at first. Here's Nolan Arenado. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. On a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Here comes Bryant around third. He'll score easily. It's 5-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now, Brenton Doyle.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
This one in the air right field. And that's a fair ball. Arenado around third. He'll score, and it's now a 6-run lead.
The batter, number 10, second baseman.
Man at first, nobody out. Here's Trevor Story. Fly ball to right. Sheffield tracks it down for the out. 1 pitch and 1 out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop,
Troy Tulowitzki digging in for the Rockies. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, double play. And the inning is over. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Rockies 6 and the Marlins nothing.
and we too close. I can taste it when the bass hit. It's a facelift. Take another one. Don't chase it.
Well, we go bottom 6, and at the plate for Miami, Connor Norby. Ripped to third and caught. One pitch and one out.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
That's to third. Throws across the diamond, and that is out number 2.
Up next for the Marlins, the right fielder, number 10, Gary.
Now it's the right fielder, Gary Sheffield. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Popped up. And that it. That. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Miami, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Loves it on the dive. Throw to first. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. And, oh, no, it's out of play. Just a terrible throw there.
Well, that was a throw that just shouldn't have been made. They scored a single and an error, so the official scorer doesn't believe a good throw would have gotten an out, and neither do I. We can't hear it from up here, but I wonder if it...
Now, this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. That one is gone. He circles the bases, his first homer of the year, and they add a couple more. It's 8-0.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Jansen Junk will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
So the Marlins go with a new arm, Calvin Fauché.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu.
Ball, that's out.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count now 2-0. Late with the swing there.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Fouls one off. 2-2. That's a little bit low. Hit softly on the ground to third. To first. That's the first out at the top of the 7th.
Up next for Colorado, the designated hitter.
Next for Colorado, Ezequiel Tovar. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Max Meyer, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Gusto getting loose as well. 2 runs across in the inning. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Line drive, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for Colorado.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's Chris Bryant now. On the ground to third, might be two. There's one, double play. And that'll do it. Two-run shot for Miami this inning. It's now an 8-0 game. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And at the plate for Miami, Kyle Stowers. Now one missed.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late. That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Swing and a miss. Gonna count 1-2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Bryant on the move. And there's one away.
Up next for the Marlins. The designated
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton.
Stanton.
Sliced hard but foul. The Fish with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th.
Definitely. This guy's had his best stuff. Painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
1-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Gets it to first. 2 gone now.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
That one ripped. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. Back after this on the show. Back here in Miami, ready to begin the 8th. Nolan Arenado digging in for the Rockies. On the ground. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. Here's the throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
So in now for Colorado, Brenton Doyle.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Base hit into right center. Headed for the plate. He will score. It's an RBI single, and they now lead by 9. So a man at first. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Line drive, knocks it down. Stay. So digging in, Troy Tulowitzki.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
This one in the air, center field. And there's one down.
Up next for Colorado.
2 aboard with 1 out. And now, Larry Walker. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away. Hunter Goodman getting ready to hit.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Fouled off left side. Right through there for a strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. One run across. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only one gone. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it. 2 down.
Up next for Colorado, the designated hitter.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Calvin Fauché out of the game, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him.
Now pitching for the Marlins.
New pitcher for the Marlins, Max Meyer.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Lopez. And that is the third out of the inning. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Rockies 10 and the Marlins nothing. Leading off, Jeff Conine. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Jimenez into his 8th inning of work, Singy. He's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
So a man aboard, Xavier Edwards. The next up for the Marlins. In the air to left center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Up next for the Marlins.
When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter. But when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Swing and a miss.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
And that's downstairs and outside. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Now the third baseman, Connor Norby. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That one missing inside. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. The 1-1 is fouled off. And there's a ball. That's inside. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss. Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
2 outs, runners at first and second. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. Outside with a breaking ball. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. This one smoked on its way out of here. A 3-run dinger, and they cut into the deficit.
No, Boone, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
So back to the top of the order. Gary Sheffield will hit next. Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on.
Nope. Ball 1.
That one missed.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches
that is the inning. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going, and it is now 10-3. Back here at Lone Depot Park, all set to start the 9th in this one. Chris Bryant digging in for the Rockies, and first offering is fouled off. High fly ball, right field. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
So now it's Nolan Arenado. On the ground to third, Norby. And they get Arenado for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Story, the next to hit, takes ball 1. On a line out towards that. So 1 hit is all they get. 2, 3, 4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Rockies 10 and the Marlins 3. Bottom of the 9th. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. Hey! This one in the air, right field. Reaching down and makes the grab.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
And first offering is fouled off. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning, but being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Giancarlo Stanton with a blast. His first homer of the year, and they cut into the lead. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Mike Napoli digs in now. Hey. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th.
Ball, that's off the plate.
That one laced to center and a base hit. And that's a 1-out single. So up next, Jeff Conine. Just missed. Hey. This one in the air, right field. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 away. So they're down to their final out. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here.
I'm impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key.
Oh,
Yep,
that got him.
Take your base.
So first and second with 2 outs. Here's the center fielder, Curtis Granderson. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The 1-0. Up the middle. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, fortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much. But yeah,
Rip to short. Throw to first.
He's
ball
out.
Game. And the Rockies take the season opener and move to 1-0.
well, what a gutsy performance. He saved the bullpen, gave him the day off. He wasn't super dominant, but he found a way to pitch. And when guys don't have their best stuff inning after inning throughout an entire game, you see them dig deep and they pitch. And that's exactly what he did to get this win today.
10-4 is how it ends. Roger Dodger, ground beef control. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.